One of the things that we wanted to just to sort of refer to in terms of how we arrived at this particular theme is not only were we looking for ways to connect with young people who are oftentimes hard to reach because of geography, gender, religion, conflict, or the like, but that many of you in this room who have worked on programs dealing with youth issues know that oftentimes, if not all of the time, when young people talk about the context in which they feel they have been able to thrive, the circumstances which have existed, which have allowed them to flourish, they will mention connectivity, that they're part of something, that they feel part of something. And so that's sort of the other side of the coin in terms of how we described the session. Not only how to reach young people, but how to have them become part of something.
Bridgeit is firstly a package of digital video content that is housed in a central server in the capital of the country, and then uploaded on demand to some form of equipment package, which I'll go on tell you about in a minute, using cellular and satellite technology. Also part of that package is teacher training and support, and learner-centered participatory lesson plans and teacher's guides. The technical architecture for the project, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because I'm going to do the demo later, but it consists of a 3G phone that's a Nokia phone. Nokia is a big partner of ours in both Tanzania and the Philippines, and it has an 8 gigabyte memory. And we used also Nokia's software platform for the interface on the phone, which you will see. Again, we use the 2.5 and then 3G network to download the content via the phones. The phone then is held by the teacher in the school, in the classroom, connects it to the TV, and that's where the video content is displayed for the use in the classroom. This is the Nokia interface, and the teachers can choose a video according to, let me just get back out, math, science, life skills. So it's very simple. And then here they're coded, it's all in Kiswahili. So I'll just select one, give you just a sense of how it works. One thing that we all have in common, of course, is that we're all trying to reach marginalized youth in various capacities. Of course, the term marginalized can have a variety of meanings. Instantly, I think of the second definition listed here, which is feeling confined or put to the outer edge or limit. And in my mind, that's physically being removed and out of reach. But also, there's the first definition, which implies that any feeling of powerlessness or inability to affect one's surroundings is also a definition for those who are marginalized. And the students, the two groups of students in this program, the students in Minnesota and the students in Gaza, both fit into that category in varying ways. Some of the specific VCC program goals include the following. Replacing feelings of isolation with feelings of being connected, respected, and heard. Not necessarily agreed with, but at least heard. And we found that was oftentimes enough to give them a sense of release. Also, replacing inability to speak knowledgeably about local and global human rights and responsibilities with an increased theoretical and practical knowledge of civil society and human rights. Third is to replace stereotypes, fear, mistrust, anger with increased cross-cultural awareness, communication skills, critical thinking skills, and curiosity to learn about other cultures. The key to success in this program was that there had to be flexibility on both sides. And there had to be partners who were committed to the program on both sides, and we did what we could to build the institutional support needed. The future, well, as you can read, there are a number of programs that are currently using this sort of technology, and they've taken it several steps above. I've included the websites addressed here so that you can take a look at that in your free time. Parting advice is know your target groups, their needs and interests, and then identify partners that are going to be able to work with you in achieving your goals.
I am Carmel Pryor. I'm the social marketing manager at Metro Teen AIDS. Metro Teen AIDS is a local DC nonprofit that prevents HIV and educates young people in DC about HIV. Our target demographic is African American youth, 13 to 24 years old. If you look at the ad that was introduced in May last year and went through August, this ad was everywhere. I'm not sure if any of you guys saw it, but it was on most of the buses, on the bus kings outside, inside. They were at local businesses, and we targeted buses that travel through Southeast, and also kind of like in the downtown DC and U Street area. 57.6% of youth who got tested and used the Realtalk texting service reported that texting motivated their decision to get tested. That's huge, to have over 50% of people say that the texting campaign motivated them to get tested, so we're like, thank God. 78.8% of tested youth who saw the campaign reported being motivated to get tested. So, you know, almost 80% of people who even just saw the campaign, they were like, I need to find out more about this testing thing. I think I need to get tested. And let's see, during the 4 weeks prior to the campaign, Metro Teen AIDS conducted on average 16 HIV tests per week. During the first 9 weeks of the ad campaign period, Metro Teen AIDS averaged 23.7 tests per week. So we saw an increase in tests. We saw people actually motivated by the campaign to get tested. So for us, this technology was huge for us. It was a huge success.
And then I think, well, the Realtalk DC campaign actually worked for me. Personal story, I've been sexually active since high school, and I didn't get tested for HIV until I was 22. And I got tested at a Realtalk DC event. So after becoming involved, I realized that this works. Why does it work? Because they're doing something that is geared towards me. It's geared towards my friends, it's geared towards college students, high school students, and middle school students. With such a heavy and sensitive topic, such as sex in general, then you're talking about HIV. You know, I don't necessarily want to just pick up a pamphlet. Like, that's not going to inspire me to get tested. Clearly it didn't work because I've been to the doctor a lot and I never got tested before. My parents telling me didn't work. My 7th grade teacher during the middle of a random sex ed class telling me, hey, you can get something from having sex if they get tested, now let's keep moving. That didn't work. And that's really how it happened. So my advice to you all in going further and working with youth, especially youth that, you know, are hard to reach, think about what's popular. So right now you would say Facebook is popular as far as technology, texting is popular, and Twitter. Okay, out of those 3, what target group are you trying to reach? Now you look at your target group and look at those 3 popular things. Which of those things is your target group actually using? Because just because it's popular in the media or on MTV or in the Washington Post doesn't mean that it's popular for your group of people. Me and Carmel were having a debate the other day. I deal mostly with middle schoolers, so I'm going to go heavy on my space. They deal with the 13 through 24, but if they want to target 18 to 24, you know, specifically, then they might want to do Facebook. That's more the college kids, that's the older group. And so you really have to look at the specific technology that will work. Don't just see what's on TV or see what's in the media and say, oh, I'm going to get a Twitter account because it's the hot thing. Well, is it hot for your group?
And I know these hard-to-reach audiences take special effort, and really your presentations have been so impressive. Really, it's just wonderful. So thank you very much for doing that. And just to underline what Rachel has said, the IYF and the IREX team here very much looking forward to your questions and your comments and taking us forward to the next level. So let me thank all the panelists. Really terrific job today. And thank you all for coming, and we'll see you next time.